Hey guys, happy Sunday. So as we all know, thrift stores have been closed for like, I don't even remember how long at this point, and I have been dying to do a thrift flip or just to go to a thrift store in general. I have tons of thrift flip videos on my channel. I feel so creative in a thrift store, just browsing weird finds that I can pick up and get really creative with what I can turn them into. So I was like, well, if I can't go to the thrift store, I'm bound to have something that I have picked up from a thrift store that I haven't flipped yet. And then once I found the stuff that I haven't thrift flipped already, flipped already, I remembered why I haven't turned them into anything, because I could never come up with anything really creative. Let's get into what I found. So the first thing that I have is this black, I don't know what. It was marked in kitchenware. I got it from St. Vincent de Paul. So it was marked $3.99, and I'm pretty sure I didn't pay the marked price for any of these items. I shop on sale days, so when specific colors are discounted, 50% off. Is it for the kitchen? Does it strain something? If you know, let me know in the comments below. It has a lot of holes, obviously. It could be good for some kind of weaving or something attached to it, clamped to, I'm not, so here's thrift number one. Next thing that I have, I never quite come up with anything to do with it, is a giant jumbling tower. It's basically outdoor Jenga. It's just pieces of thick wood, and they're really light. Like, I don't know why they're really light, but they're obviously all the same size. Immediately came to mind was I wanted to do something like a chevron pattern. Like I've seen people do some beautiful like wooden walls things, art. It was $14.99, but it was Blue Day. I know for a fact it was Blue Day, so I got it for half off. And the last thing that I have is this thing. I've seen it actually at thrift stores in other colors. I'm pretty sure it's from IKEA. I think you could stack them on top of each other and it's like a shoe rack. Could be wrong on that too. Don't know why it's red. I don't like that at all. It's easy to just kind of undo. I was initially thinking that it could be like a ladder of some kind or like a towel holder for a bathroom. $3.99, and it was 50% off. So I got it for $2. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna try is this, we don't know what. Kind of like the original idea that I had where it could be some kind of wall hanging. If you saw 2 videos ago, you guys know that I started doing some punch needle work and I love it so much. So instead of like literally weaving in and out of these holes, I'm thinking, hoping, fingers crossing, that punch needle will fit. So let's try it and see. Let me go get, okay, I need a punch needle and just some test yarn. So, okay, I've got my punch needle tool, and this punch needle is on the larger side. It's for thicker yarn. So let's test it out. You guys, this might be the first time that I've never had like a definite direction for a video. I just wanted to kind of experiment with you guys. Oh my God, I'm never gonna get this untied. What is happening? Punch needle is a form of embroidery where you use this kind of like thicker punch needle tool. This is called the Oxford tool, and the yarn goes in the hole and then down through the handle, and you push it through the holes of normally monk's cloth, which is like a loose weave linen. In this case, we have this weird thing, and it creates loops on the opposite side. Stick the yarn through the hole. You want to keep the yarn coming into the handle really loose. You never want there to be tension. Okay, I'm just gonna go right in the center because why not, right? Oh, it's fitting. Oh, that's a good sign. Oh my gosh, is this working? No, I was for sure this was not gonna work. I love it when ideas come together. Okay, so now what pattern? Oh, you know what? I was looking on the Etsy trends, and they were saying that there was like huge amount of people searching for sunset prints for art or pillows or the pattern on something. And Drew from Lone Fox, my friend Drew, he just did a piece of art too that was like a little sunset. So it must be a thing. So maybe we could do like a punch needle sunsetting situation. Hopefully I have the right yarns. Okay, be right back. Gonna gather my supplies and we're gonna get started. These are pretty much the only colors in yarn that I have that are the right size. Now we need a pattern, like what we're kind of looking for. Pinterest, here we come. Oh, see, like something like this is cool. Without the little black lines around the sun. The top part, like behind the sun, this for the sun, and then fade to the, I'll just use the rest that I have of this, and then the red on the bottom. So let's start over here. See all the loops starting to form on the bottom, and I've done 2 rows so far, so it can go pretty quickly once you get started. Now that I've got kind of the majority of the bottom done, I'm gonna kind of be working my way up at an angle like how this one is. So I'm just gonna kind of go off the line and start bringing my punch needle kind of up and creating somewhat of that shape, like a hill, a mountain, whatever it's sunsetting over, and then I can fill it in. So the next color, I'm gonna use this tan. I don't have tons of it, so hopefully a little bit goes a long way, but I'm gonna start up here and kind of making my way down here and then filling it all in, and then we'll work on the sun. So far, it's looking so good. I think I want the sun like about like this. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I did double on the sun and it looks really cool. So I'm gonna do that up here, and instead of doing it with the loops on this side, I'm actually going to do it reversed so that the white looks like this flat part. I'm just gonna finish that up literally the same way. Punch needle is so repetitive. Finish it up and then we'll hang it up and see what it looks like. But that's a pretty cute thrift flip. For our next thrift flip, I really want to do the Jenga, and I don't know. I mean, they're literally just pieces of wood. I really can't get the chevron kind of idea out of my head. So something to hang on the, we just did something to hang on the wall. I could make like a pretty maybe tray or something. Maybe a tray. You guys, I wish you guys were here so you could help me. Let's go with the tray. I have some other like pieces of wood that maybe we could add to it. Also have this piece of plywood. So that could be a pretty good size tray, a square tray. First, lay out the chevron. Well, then we'll cut and see where we go. You guys are really along for this process. I hope you're enjoying my all over the place thought process. What I'm gonna do is basically make a template. So I'm gonna mark how big this piece of plywood is, lay the chevron pattern on that, then lay the wood on top, mark where I need to cut. At least that's my plan for right now. Chevron, 1, 2. Okay, now what? Put this back on top. Mark it? Sure. Yeah, this is why I try stuff, guys, so that you know what will work and what doesn't work. Sometimes I do crazy stuff, but that's okay. Oops. The exact cuts that I need to make on each one, and then we're gonna glue it down to this. Need to get out my handsaw or my miter saw and cut these babies up. Okay, I've got my safety glasses on, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut them one at a time and then come back in and put them down back where I picked them up so that I don't completely forget where they go. So here we go. It's crazy that I went so long without having any tools, and now that I have good drills and a good circular saw and a good miter saw and all of these things that I can actually build with, I'm capable of so many more projects. And I'm thinking about the sides. Luckily, I have some scraps, so now we just have to glue it all down to this and then glue and nail the sides on, and we have a tray. in theory. So I have some wood glue. My laziness, I think, wants to just lather this in glue and then just stick the plywood down on top of it. But I feel like that's wrong. And I don't know why, but we're gonna do it piece by piece, starting at one side and hoping that I can do it before this dries. To just finish it up, since I put some wood filler in the cracks around the border frame that I made, I am gonna have to sand it. And I'm thinking I'm gonna stain it in my special walnut stain. And then also, forget you saw these, but this is for a different project. I have these black little handles like this, each side, however I can attach them, and then I make it like a real life tray. I feel like I want them to be like on top like this. Oops, on top, not on the side. The side would be easier to drill 2 holes here and attach it like this, but I really want them on top. I just feel like it's a better look to like pick up a tray like that. What do we do with it? Definitely my initial idea was for it to be some kind of ladder of some kind. Like, could go in the bathroom maybe for like hand towels, or it's gonna be awfully skinny. I feel like the first step is just to take it apart and then we can lay it out and see what we could do with it. What am I gonna need to take this apart? Oh, it's like a star tool. Okay, hold on, I'll get some tools. Oh, my hex tool? I'm not sure. I'm really doing these projects on things that I already have, which is really cool. Ow, caught my nail. 1 piece, 2 piece, now it's in pieces. Now what do we do? Okay, it can't stay red. That's for sure. It has to be a different color. And I think I have some leftover paint, like from mini projects, so we could do that. But now it's a matter of like, okay, like what pieces do we like? Do we want like 1 of these and then 2 of these? The holes are super weird. They not even fit like that. So we might have to abandon this size because it doesn't look like they're the same size. And just do these 3. They have like these little attachment, like, what are they called? Wooden pegs or something? So that you can fit like IKEA furniture together and stuff. And probably other furniture. We don't need those, so I'm gonna have to pull those out. Hold on. Or do we need those? Wait. That could actually help the support system. But these holes here are not big enough for these. I hope you guys are finding this entertaining because this is literally what my brain is like when I'm like working on a project or figuring out how to do a project. All of the stuff that I cut out of these videos, I could drill these holes a little bigger, just a tad bigger, and then this would fit. And then we could wood glue it together and then that's it. And then paint it. And then would it be like cute or not so cute? I mean, I feel like it'd be cute for like towels in like a bathroom or something, but these don't match. See how they're bigger? So that's not gonna work. We're gonna drill some bigger holes and then go from there. Let's see what drill bit we need. Something not as big as this, but like kind of. Okay, no, not that one. Bigger than that one. Oh yeah, let's drill some holes. Will it fit? Nope. All right, will it fit? Oh, it fits. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, now we just need to make some other holes bigger. You guys, look. We're not even gonna need anything other than paint. Okay, well, I made a ladder. Now, what colors can we do? Let me go look at the colors that I have. Okay, so our options are spray paint in burlap, which is actually kind of nice. But if I'm gonna put this in like the bathroom for like towels, it might be the same color as my wall. This is the paint that I painted Romeo's back wall in his closet. It's like a dark gray, if you can see like the spills on the side. Or I have black. Again, I wish you guys were here to help me make this decision. Should we call in the Romeo? Romeo! What? I need your executive design opinion. Look, I made a ladder.
Am I gonna be able to climb?
No, this will not support you. Okay, our options for spray paint are burlap, gray, or black. You're supposed to be helpful.
I know, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to imagine the colors on that. So, burlap?
Head outside and spray paint this baby. We hope you guys enjoyed these thrift flips. I can't believe these were actually made from things that I already had. I have been dying to make a thrift flip or do something with something thrifted. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, definitely hit the thumbs up below. And if you are also like me and are dying for the thrift stores to open back up in a safe way, but you know, just would enjoy going to a thrift store or a flea market, leave me a comment below. Let me know who you are, say hi. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I post new videos every Sunday, like DIYs, home decor projects I'm working on, or room makeovers every Sunday. So hit that subscribe button and the little bell notification so it lets you know when I upload every Sunday, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys. Ah!
What are you doing to my crib?
Your crib?
Yeah.
Does it look like a crib? Like I'm putting together a crib?
Yeah.